Sure, Brock. Being from here and growing up with this tradition, when you get to this time of year and you've got this opportunity, just kind of what are your feelings and emotions about the opportunity to represent the program and your hometown and I'm sure you hope compete for your first national title.
Yeah, it's just that time of the year. I mean, we put in all this work throughout, since I've been here, and it's time to cash in and make it happen. Not only me in that tournament, but us as a team can do very well, and I expect us to do well as long as myself as well.
Andrew.
Brock, just after what happened last year, how much does that eat at you not getting the opportunity last year, and how much does that motivate you now, maybe more than it ever has?
Yeah, I mean, after nationals got canceled, I mean, I was just kind of having to sit around and hope that things would get better, and it just you got to take every opportunity that comes your way, because you never know, it might be taken away from you. So it's important just to go and wrestle for me.
Colin.
Hey, Brock, it seems like these sorts of discussions come up every year where people outside of Columbia question the toughness of the schedule you guys face. And I know the conference was deeper this year, but just what is it about the room that you guys have that makes you guys battle tested and has you guys in the top 10 year in and year out, and has you guys with national seeds at the national tournament?
Yeah, I think our schedule this year was pretty strategic, and not only that, but our incoming freshman class really stepped up this year and not only battled in the room, but battled throughout the season. So yeah.
Matt.
Brock, you have a team that has a good mix of people like yourself who have been there and even from this area, and then others who have come in. Think of O'Toole and think of Rocky, who have stepped up as leaders by winning matches and doing it the right way. Is this a team in a way that's kind of full of different sort of leaders? Do you not have to really fire yourselves up too much to get the job done?
Yeah, I think we just all know our goals, and as long as we individually are set on our goals, I mean, we all as a team want to win a national title, but first things first, we have to individually win these matches, and I think that's what we're kind of set out to do. And as long as that, I mean, we'll help each other along the way, but just win match by match. That's how we win it.
Lee.
So Brock, with a name like Brock Mauller, that's probably one of the greatest names in wrestling I've ever heard. I just have a question for you. What made you fall in love with wrestling?
Well, I started wrestling when I was like 4. I didn't always have as much success as I do now. It was hard, in kids club for me, but I stuck with it, and I think I don't know. It's just a love for the sport that I don't think it's gonna go away. So it's just, I don't know. That's a hard question.
Anthony.
Now, Brock, coming in as one of the favorites in your weight class, what is the pressure kind of like for that, and how are you dealing with it?
I don't know. I mean, I'm there to wrestle, match by match. I don't think about I don't know. I don't think about anything outside. I just have to go there and perform and wrestle. I don't think about too much other noise or anything like that.
Colin.
Kind of speaking of noise, Brock, Coach Smith said he was proud of the way you guys didn't flinch in the different situations, different locations you guys wrestled in this year. But I'm just curious, as a competitor on the mat, how much of an adjustment was it getting used to not having fans in the stands and making noise while you were on the mat? And how did you adjust to it if it was an adjustment?
I mean, with COVID and this year, I mean, it's expected that things are going to change. And I think as a team, we've accepted, things will change, things will happen, and we can't let that, affect us. So, just kind of shielding ourselves that way, not worrying too much about it.
Anthony,
I did not actually mean to do that. That is my bad.
Andrew.
Brock, do you think wrestling in St. Louis gives you guys at all any sort of advantage over other schools, just because of the proximity and the familiarity?
Sure. I mean, I'm happy it's in my home state of Missouri. I mean, my first national tournament that I went to, I wasn't competing in. I was like a sophomore in high school, but getting there, it felt pretty special to me, watching those matches and everything. Like something's meant to happen there, but I have to go and compete and make things happen. But that's just how I feel. But everyone is there to go and wrestle. So see what happens.
Lee,
So do you feel that there's anyone, you obviously have guys like Austin O'Connor in there, guys that you've beaten before. Is there anyone that you feel can stop you from winning that national championship?
Myself. I don't think anybody in my bracket can really stop me from winning this national title. I feel as though if I stop wrestling and don't open up and do what I do, I mean, that's when bad things can happen, or a close match and it just doesn't work out. As long as I open up and do what I've been training for, I shouldn't walk right through. I mean, not in a sense. I mean, it's a tough tournament, but if I wrestle, I believe I'm the best wrestler in the country. I think I can make it happen.
does anyone else have any questions for Brock? Anthony? No. Are there any other guys up there, Brock or Andrew? Sorry.
Everybody here.
Yeah.
Carolyn.
Okay, we can toss it down to the next guy if that's okay.
Cool. Thank you, guys.